Hi. I was gonna play the intro, but I don't know if I should because like it has both Nicole and my name. I'll play it. Should I play it? I'll play it. Hi again. So yeah, I just Nicole's on a break and I didn't know if I should play it without her being here, but I played it because I like the music too. I picked the music out. Did I ever tell you that? I picked the music out. Anthony made it, and I picked the music out. Haven't seen Anthony lately though. So hi again. Hi. Um, I don't know if you caught the difference in the title. Instead of LADIES apostrophe, it's LADY apostrophe S. See? Fun with language. No? Okay. Anyhow, so yeah, since I've been out. Oh, you did? See? You guys are smart. Um, I knew that you would. So since I've been out for a while, I didn't want to miss another week, right? Because I miss you guys when I'm not here. I hope you missed me. Did you miss me? Um, yeah. So I didn't want to miss another week. And hey, everybody needs a break from now on. So for every now and then. I mean, oh my God, I'm so tired. So we'll let her take a couple nights off, and you know, it's better than both of us taking the night off at the same time, because then there's nobody here. Nobody plays the intro. That's just shitty. So, anyways, so yeah, lots going on. Sleeping. Yeah, sleeping. A lot of sleeping because I've been, sick. So I've been sleeping a lot and trying to mend my ribs as well at the same time as being sick. And that doesn't work well because when you got broken ribs and you're coughing like you're gonna cough up a lung, um, it's painful. Painful, I want to say, and yeah, not fun at all. So I'm coughing a lot less though. Thank God, because ooh, it's a pain you can't get away from, right? So like you start coughing, and you're like, oh God, here comes that pain, and you're looking around as like, where do I go? What do I do? What do I grab onto to make it not happen? But you can't because it's your own ribs. You know what I mean? So yeah, um, hopefully it's gonna go away, not come back. But with Colorado being what it is, it keeps snowing and getting, so like the winter won't go away, just go away. But, what's going on with Abby? Somebody said sorry. What? Abby, what's wrong? Oh, look. Oh, no. Double ear infections. Girl, I know that one. Because as you know, I've had bad ears since I was born. Um, or probably before because I was born with them. My eustachian tubes don't work, just for those of you who don't know. Um, so yeah, you get double ear infections all the time. And yeah, so oh, Whiskey, a couple drops of whiskey will numb that eardrum and soothe it. Um, you don't drink it; you put it in the ear. Just saying. If you're desperate, you can do that. And it helped my parents get me through a lot of nights as a baby, as a child. So, hey, you were born with ears also, Couch and Cactus? Really? I thought I was the only one. Your kids have had tubes, Mia? Yeah, I've had tubes so many times I can't remember. Um, which is not good because now I have a permanent hole in my left eardrum. Not fun because you can't go underwater. Um, yeah, they used experimental ones, and apparently they didn't get passed because they left a hole in my ear. Yeah, different. But hey, I'm here now. I've had tubes though in decades, 2 decades maybe. So that's good. I don't know why. Like I've had just as many ear infections. Like just at a certain age, they stop putting ear tubes in. Probably because there's nothing to hold them anymore. Like my, I- it's the one fun part of seeing a new doctor because they look in your ears and they're like, you warn them before they do it when you have bad as mine that it's gonna be scar tissue, blah blah blah. And they're like, okay, yeah, no problem. And they go in and they're like, oh. I've actually had a doctor recoil after looking at my ear. She was not prepared for that. So yeah, duct tape doesn't fix stupid; it just muffles it. Okay, that's yeah. It's one thing duct tape doesn't fix. Really? Yeah. Infections in the ear, though, man. Yeah, the bulging. You need to get to the ear doctor. They'll make a small slit. The best thing for me is when they vacuum out the eustachian tube, get all the gunk out, the infected stuff out. They they make the slit. They put a very thin tube through and vacuum it out, and it feels good for the person because all the is gone. So yeah. Ah ha ha, Simon, you're not funny. Very no. So oh yeah. Well, I feel for the kid, and I hope he gets better soon, and that they do something, because it's no fun. The bulging, especially, I remember it all too well. Um, may it risen. So yeah, you've never had your ears hoovered, Clippy. Well, you don't know what life is. I need to see the new Batman movie, Starkbite. Really, I had thought about. Um, I've seen a lot of press for it. Uh, Pattinson is his name, right? I hear he does a good job. Does he speak with a gravel voice? Like I can't do it. Um, I hear it was good. I hear it's a different take on Batman. And the Batmobile, that it's like a classic American muscle car, the Batmobile, which I'd love to see, because that's what I've always thought it should be. Not one of these super high tech tanks like they had. Um, bring it down, like American muscle. Hello. Oh, the Church of Clifford Reynolds. Wow, Clifford, you got your own church now. Love it. It's like old Batman comics. Okay, I'd never read the Batman comics, but cool if you're happy with it. Um, yeah, Connie. And I don't know if it's um me or what, but I'll be feeling better and then like something, like nausea or a little fever. Quick, it's just taking a little bit longer for me to get over this, probably because it's COVID. So, but I'm getting there. You know, I'm getting there, and then I did better than I thought I would. I was scared, guys. I really was. I was like, oh my god, um, could COVID could kill me because it could. It could. So far, so good. Let's not jinx myself. Knock on wood. What was your favorite Batman though, guys? I like the Keaton guy. I liked him. I like because I like him as an actor. Um, I didn't mind the Christian Bale. I didn't. Who else? I I didn't like the stupid ones with the nipples. It was scary, Jen. It was. Your favorite was Adam West, Juggernaut. That camp was fun. Um, I'm a fan of camp. Just as much as the next person. Um, I used to, I'll say I liked it. Yeah. You'll no longer watch Batman movies, Mindy says. And why is that, Mindy? What did Batman do to you? You like, yeah, kind of like Keaton too. Wow. Like I like the way they did the old Adam West series, like the colors, the costumes, the camp of it all. That's what I liked about it. Of course the acting sucked, but that's camp too. So, and I just don't like Adam West like not as Batman as a person. He's kind of like gross. He's like that gross uncle that wants to like hang out with you and your friends or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, the new Flash movie has Michael Keaton as Batman in it. That's a throwback. I didn't know there was a new Flash movie. Quite frankly, there's a lot of superhero movies that have come out and it's not just you can't say it's because they're not good necessarily, but because COVID and no theater openings, you know, if it wasn't huge, it could have been easily missed. Because look at how anticipated um, Black Widow was, and she got shafted. I mean, I feel bad for the movie industry. They got shafted big time through this whole thing. But and then you have when you have a company who is like going out of their way to shaft their own people, that sucks. Like they started offering it on Disney Plus, and she didn't get a piece of that. That sucks, you know. But hopefully, I know she's suing them, and I hope she wins. Oh, Flashpoint. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, I don't know enough about DC guys. I'm sorry. You love Vincent Price? Okay. Vincent Price is cool. Is he gonna be in the new one? Or wait, is he dead? I can't remember. But I remember watching him as a kid and all the old like classics he was in. Oh yeah, Black Adam. Yeah, it'll be interesting. There's a lot of things coming up. Um, Morbius, I still don't know how I feel about. I've seen a trailer. Um, I don't like Jared Leto, so there's that. And because they tend to go after names now, it's hard to see the character without seeing the actor when they're that big. So I will try to separate them, but sometimes you can't. You want to see it too, Ronan? Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's also he was a DC character already. Oh, yeah, see, Moon Knight's not something I want to see because I didn't like the trailers. Because Moon Knight was a huge book book for me. I loved Moon Knight. Um, I saw the costuming and didn't like the way they went with it. Um, I just, I just, I don't know. I didn't like what I saw in the trailers that I saw for Moon Knight, and like it's hard now to go back and not see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Am I right? Like it's hard to think of Wolverine without thinking of Hugh Jackman. It's hard to think of Doctor X without thinking of Jean-Luc Picard. You know, it's these people in the live action, right or wrong, have taken over these characters. Some of them have because they did an amazing job acting them. Um, some just because we've been everywhere you look, you see them. Now that like when I see oh, I have a comic book tattoo. Oh, great, let me see it. It's not the character, it's the actor playing a character. Like it's a live action instead of the book. And to me, that's not a comic book. The book is the comic. You know, these movies are fun. Because a lot of these storylines build up over years. So this way you don't have to go and get read do all that reading. But it's still I don't know. I love the MCU. I hate the MCU. It's a love hate relationship. Of course they've changed the stories from the books, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. A lot for the worse, you know. But like I said just now, these storylines have built up over years, and they have to edit, so they have to make some things easier to follow. I get that. Yeah, I like I like. Well, I don't know. I get. I know the costumes of the comics. So that's what I like, and that's what I see. I want to see. Um, with exceptions, I don't want to see Hugh Jackman in turquoise and blue, or even yellow and orange, because unless they can make them in not be like neon bright colors that will look ridiculous in the real world. It has to be done well. Um, and that's not going to be easy because people don't walk around in leotards. You know, men don't usually walk around in tights. Uh, but it's good for movement, I guess. I don't know. But some of the colors, and I've seen proof of concepts for costumes, and it's just no, that color's so damn bright. Oh no, it'll take you right out of the situation. You know, when you're brighter than um than the scene around you, it's like no, it doesn't. You're not in the world at that point. You know. Yeah. But yeah, Deadpool's was a great example of a costume done correctly. Instead of a huge bright red, they muted it, they beat it up some, they made it look like it had been in battle. And that's so smart. Nobody wants to see um, Wolverine, I'll go back to him, in a pristine costume. The man fights a lot, you know? There should be sign of wear and tear. That's just my humble opinion, my Marvel girl opinion. But yeah, I don't know. I would love to. I still, you know, picking up on where what I was talking about last night. Love to see She-Hulk brought to life. Um, I would love them to take another shot at Storm. Um, although that last chick they had playing her was really good. The young black chick. But yeah, I'd love them to do a Fantastic Four. Okay, Jesse. I'm glad you got here though. Better late than never. Never. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Hi, Sally. But anyways, I don't want to bore you with comic book talk. I could do it all day. I could do this all day. Anyways, oh yeah, a Domino movie that would be kick ass. Yeah, that'd be cool as fuck. Cause Domino's cool as fuck. Um, we need more Deadpool as well. You know, no doubt about it. Maybe a Domino Deadpool mashup. That'd be cool. Like just the two of them. Um, that'd be great. The chick they had playing Domino was perfect, absolutely perfect. Um, but that's the difference with having somebody in charge of the project who loves the source material, who has lived and eaten and breathed the source material as much as a fan, you know. And that's what he is, Ryan. He's a fan of the source material. When you have just somebody who works in the industry who knows the source, it's totally different. You know, they look at it differently. They look at it as a movie instead of a comic book come to life. You know, there's you have to look at comic book movies differently. You have to. It's not a drama. It's not an action movie. It's not a whatever. It's all of that because that's what comic books are. But that's, like I said, my 2 cents. I'll give you some change. So, anywho, whew, because we just talked about it last night. I don't want to go overboard and chase people away. Yes, I do. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, so last week we spoke about um, high school movies, Grease, Clueless, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and my favorite, Breakfast Club. And I thought, you know, they brought a couple of those to TV. I remember Clueless as a TV show. It was stupid to do that. Um, what do you think about that? When they try to bring, like, Glee was a big hit, wasn't it? I don't know, because I never watched it. Um, which is weird, because you would think somebody who breaks into song for no reason would watch a show that breaks into song for no reason. I didn't. It seemed just, yeah, stupid. Hey, Nicole's here. I was gonna say, damn, she can't even come and watch, but good, you did. Um, so yeah, I never watched Glee. Never felt the need to, but I never got to. I never watched Clueless either. I thank God they didn't try to make Breakfast Club a TV show. I would have, I don't know, burnt down the studio. No, Breakfast Club has a very special place in my heart. You know. Judd Nelson was super cool. Yeah, it was just smoke up, Johnny. Um, I could probably do the whole movie by heart. So you loved Glee, Nicole? I I really. Oh, well, yeah, I could see that, but I didn't like how they would seemingly always remake these popular songs, and they shoehorn them into shows, even if they didn't make sense to me, at least. You know, again, it's a choir and they do things, but no. And didn't they try Bohemian Rhapsody? That, no, nobody but Freddie and a couple of Freddie-ish people should ever do Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm sorry. It's a sacred piece of music written by the gods themselves. You know, it's like, no, nobody does this. That's how I see it. And I get it that like anybody with any kind of chops wants to try it, but no. Did you see the closing ceremonies, by the way? Some chick, Jace, Jessie J, was singing with Queen. I don't know who she is. She had a lovely train. Like, it was still at the beginning of the stage when she walked all the way down field. Like, it was huge. Um, and of course, they did "We Will Rock You." And you know, I don't think Freddie would be thrilled hearing other people do his music. He was a bit of an attention whore. He wanted to be the one doing it. Having said that, um, I know at first I didn't enjoy it, but she seemed to do better. She seems to have a stronger voice than I thought she did. I just didn't like some of the choices she made singing it, but that's okay. It doesn't seem to be her type of music. Um, and I thought it was kind of an odd choice to have a woman do it anyway. Yeah. Freddy Krueger singing Bohemian Rhapsody. That would be novel. Yeah. Okay then. That's just weird. Ooh, tongue pop. So how many people did? Jessie J has a great voice. What does she sing, Jessie J? I don't know who she is. Yeah, Freddie was a drama queen. Of course he was. And we loved him for it. I miss him so much. I really do. He's like one of the few people not um uh, very personal to me. Like as in not my family. He's one of the very few people I feel cheated out of because they're not here. You know, other than that, it's like my parents and like SC. Is it? You know, I feel cheated out of him not being here, and that's not never gonna go away. Yeah, I don't know any of those. Thank you though. I don't know her. So, remember that chick I was telling you guys about, Footless Joe, the YouTuber that had her, I want to say, right uh, leg amputated from under the knee down because of an ankle injury she had when she was young. Anyways, so I've been watching her a lot lately. And last night I'm watching one of her videos, and apparently we live in the same town. Like, same freaking town, guys. I knew she lived in Colorado, but same damn town, guys. We live in the same city. Weird, right? I'm like, well, now I gotta reach out to her. You watch Footless Joe? That's cool. Uh, I gotta reach out to her. I would love to, I don't know, meet her. You know? Oh yeah, yeah, she's amazing. Um, the way she's just rocked the whole thing. I mean, she's so positive and strong. It's ins- inspirational, really. Um, yeah, I think she's married, so that's good for her. I need to find you the guy from your Maker 911 video. Oh, yeah. Wow. So I'm gonna bring Aaron Rod in. Right, Aaron Rod? You here? Aaron Rod. It's not gonna be a very long one tonight, guys, because I'm still not feeling 100%. Um, but like I said, I missed you. I did. Alana with the pretty name. I saw your pictures, Alana. You look good in the shirt. I saw Cajunese haul. Holy cow. He got my stuff, he's got SC stuff, got a couple of stuffed doggies. Like, oh wow. That's some cool shit. A lot of pink too. Um, oh, thank you, Ronan. I'm trying to. Okay, cool. Send you a link. I'm trying to combat it with positivity, learning from my new role models. I, I keep wanting to call her Shoeless Joe, like Shoeless Joe Jackson. He was a baseball player, but it's Footless Joe. So if I do call her Shoeless Joe by mistake, please don't cancel me. Um, because I don't mean it any disrespect. But yeah, um, and Lucy is the other one. She's super incredible and strong. Both strong, very strong ladies. Um, not why I picked them. If they were strong and men, I would have been just as cool. Um, but Lucy's the one who's blind, and it's just the way they're dealing with what life has dealt them that impresses me so much. Because, like, they weren't born this way. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh, we're doing fine, except for the uh, having 4 seasons in a week, as we're having right now.
Oh, girl. Well, we might if we had 4 seasons. We only have two here.
Two there. Yeah, we've been let's see, we were 80 degrees today,
Oh my god.
and then we'll drop back down, I think, in the 50s, and then we shoot back up, and it's just good old southern weather. We had it's a southern thing. Channel had a sign up the other week. It said, "Well, now that we've had a southern spring, how about a bowl of chili?"
What?
Yeah, yeah. We had like one day of spring, and then it went down to where the low was 20
Wow.
degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, we were all like, yeah.
Mm,
I think hot chili would be fine right now.
that,
So,
that's pretty much what's happening here. Like,
hmm
we had some spring and then, nope, snow again. Oh,
so
yeah.
again,
Yeah.
yeah. We luckily enough we around where I live we missed the big snows, so we were happy. Saw it at 5 o'clock in the morning, and by 9 o'clock it was gone. We call that the perfect winter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's, I hate ice. I always slip on it.
Yeah, yeah, that's our problem around here. Is when we get ice, it's just enough to be a skating rink. So
Yeah.
everybody who hits the highway, they're off of it, and then they look, why did that happen? It's like, because you're on a skating rink. Welcome to the South. We don't have real ice where
Mm,
you can actually drive on it. We have we have ice that you skate on.
well, people lose their minds when they see anything on the road here, so.
Uh, yeah, it's about like
I'm
what we
sorry.
do. Of course, I always liked it as a kid, but uh,
Yeah,
I
because
don't
we
like
didn't
it.
have to go anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, we didn't have to go anywhere. But
Eh,
oh no, we don't get that now. Uh,
We should be getting more snow tonight. Yay!
oh,
And like the way everything with school here is, um, they had they keep getting like snow days and that lead into vacations. And then by the time they get back to school, it starts snowing again. These kids just got back to school after COVID
uh huh,
and they're not in it ever. I'm like, this is crazy.
yeah,
We're gonna have a generation of dummies. Sorry for every parent out there, but you know what I mean. They don't,
yeah,
and I'm sorry, but schools never think of the damn parents. Like when they do, oh, we're gonna have a delayed opening, or we're not opening at all tomorrow because of the weather. Like a lot of these parents can't just take the day off of work
yeah.
and stay home with it. Like th- there really should be some in between or something that thinks of the parents and like does something with the kids so that they don't. I don't know. It's just not as easy as when I was a kid.
Now we got a super chat.
Go ahead, you do it.
Pronon 1990. Can you wish my mother a happy 67th birthday? By the
60 seconds.
way, I'm in the
Oh my god.
Springs with her and my little brother. Love you, Marvel.
Well, happiest of birthdays, mom is 62nd.
62nd.
Wow. God bless.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're still rocking. Because 62 is not old.
No, it's not.
Not at all. Look at Cher. Can we talk about Cher for a minute?
Sure, yeah.
Oh my gosh. She, she's timeless. Like I
Yes, she
think she's
is.
she's completely plastic now. Like
Mm-hmm.
they dipped her
Oh,
because she's
yeah,
not
that's,
moving.
yeah. She's almost like, oh God, what was her name? Um, Joan Rivers. She had so many
Oh,
facelifts that her face was
God
meeting the
bless.
back
If
of her
I had
head.
that
Yeah.
money, I would
Oh
too.
yeah.
Absolutely. I'd be like, I'd have my doctor on speed dial. Yeah, she rocks. She rocks. So many chicks are like, and then you go I don't know if they had any work done, the others, but like
Mhm.
Selma Hayek still looks great.
Oh yeah.
J Lo, J Lo can still move.
Mhm.
She looks good. She got that junk in the trunk still. It's not it hasn't gone anywhere. Like the trunk is still there. It hasn't,
Mhm.
you know, bottomed out,
Yeah.
let's say.
Yeah.
You know. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
62 is nothing.
Oh
So
no.
happy birthday and keep
Yeah.
rocking.
Because I'm not far from that myself. So I'm like, no, that's not old at all.
Nah. Dolly Parton, right? I just got a new
Oh
Dolly Parton
yeah.
shirt.
Yeah. This week she had asked that her name be removed from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction list because she was like, I really hadn't done much that of rock and roll, and there's more people who deserve it more than
Who's this?
I do. Dolly Parton.
Really?
Yeah, she just
No.
put the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame said no, we're not taking your name off. So
No.
well, that's just how she is.
Yeah, she's
You
very
know,
humble. Yeah.
yeah, she is, and
And yeah, she's a good Southern girl.
yes, and
Christian.
uh, helping her the small town out that was caught in the fire, the
Mhm.
wildfires the other
Mhm.
few years ago. She gave money to get that back up and running. She's one of them salt of the earth people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, she's awesome and loves drag queens. So hey,
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of them try to emulate her.
yeah. My shirt that I just got because I've had this shirt before, this
Mm-hmm.
Dolly Parton shirt, but it got fucked up, so I got another one. It says "Thank God I'm a woman, otherwise I'd be a drag queen." It's a very famous Dolly quote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Patty's right. You can't not like Dolly.
I know.
You can't.
No, it's just
I've
she's
actually
one
been
of those
singing
kinds.
one of her songs in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Here you come again.
Oh
Here you
yeah.
come again.
Again.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't listen to that kind of music. It just stuck
Mm-hmm.
into my head somehow. And
Well, I grew up listening to that type of music when my daddy had his GMC pickup back in the early 70s. He had 8-track player in it. And
I
so, of
remember
course,
those.
oh, yes. And then, so we had, of course, the RCA, club. You get the eight
Yeah.
tracks.
I can't tell you how many times I've done that.
Oh, I know. We were
I had,
doing it.
oh god, so many of those big
But yeah, he
shipments.
had the Conway Twitty and the Twitty Birds. And,
Yeah, no, my
uh,
dad had an 8 track, but it was like Bad at Hell and stuff like
oh,
that.
yeah.
Different kind of music,
Yeah, it was,
but
well,
still
us
good.
was, oh, yeah. Well, for us, it was, the Charlie Pride and,
Yeah,
uh,
your country. I
yeah,
get
it was very country, but it
it.
was great. It was good music to start listening to. Of course, they also had Kenny Rogers in the Fifth Dimension. Um, that was the album that had Aquarius on it.
Mhm. Mhm.
And so, yes,
I
I am older than Marvel Girl. So, if you're talking about her, putting together the Earth, I was there putting the stars before he created the Earth.
uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm that old, and I don't mind saying I'm that old. I've worked hard to
We've
get to
seen
this
some cool
place.
things and
Oh yeah, yeah.
so I
We
get
saw
it.
the moon landings and
I haven't. No. That's
oh,
before my time.
well, I have. I remember seeing the
Really?
moon land. Yes, I was a little girl, and we would watch those moon landings. And
I did not
uh,
think you were that.
yeah, I was born in '63, so I was really young, but I remember those.
Okay. My
Watching
dad told me about those. Wait.
okay, yeah,
Wait
I
a
was
minute.
there
You
watching.
sure you're old enough for
Yeah,
that? Wow. 'Cause
yeah.
my dad told me about it, and he was born in '44.
Hmm.
Like he's
But
way
no,
older than you.
oh yeah, but I remember those because I wanted to be an astronaut.
Oh yeah. Well, how could
You
you
know,
not if you saw them?
yeah, I know.
I
It
mean,
was
that's
just like,
amazing.
oh, I wanted to go, and
Oh yeah.
I even have it was from the old encyclopedias that we had, a new book of knowledge. They used
I
to send
remember
out.
encyclopedias. Oh my god, I
Yes.
had a whole set.
This one used to have they would have an annual update come out,
Yep,
and
yep,
I had a
yep.
1969 one, and on the cover was I think it was Aldrin instead of no, it could have been Armstrong, and it had a history of what NASA was going to do. And by this time, we were already had a moon base, and we were already on Mars,
Yep.
and
Flying cars and everything.
yeah, it was like I
Oh hell
can't
yeah.
wait. And
Oh
then,
yeah.
but
And
yeah,
if we had kept up with it, we might have
hmm
been.
yeah,
We
I
might
think we
have.
would have been. Yeah, the space shuttle was supposed to be in the late 70s, already
Yeah,
be operational.
yeah.
Where,
Well,
uh,
space shuttle was.
well, I mean, it started in there, but most of the regular flights were in the 80s and the 90s. But they were
It's
already
too
supposed
bad
to
that they
be,
they they
yeah.
stopped funding. You know.
Well, that and when, because with the Challenger, I remember the Challenger explosion,
Oh yeah.
and it was at that point they were getting too um, too much private industry in there, and the push was to get it up,
Yeah.
even though there was documents saying the O-rings won't work at that temperature.
It was. I just remember screaming, and for I don't know why I went stupid, but when I was watching it, thinking maybe they could survive, as they're like, what the fuck was I thinking? How the fuck could they have survived? Like,
Yeah,
and yes, we know that there was a good chance they did
yeah,
survive the explosion and that they were alive when they were falling, but I mean, like,
yeah.
they could survive, and it was hard. It was horrific.
By the
It
time
really
that it
was.
was, they were gone. I mean, they didn't. It was real sudden for them. They weren't there. Dying of lack of oxygen. It
Yeah,
was.
but like I I think what haunted me was when they were talking about how they had most likely survived the initial explosion and they were
Hmm.
falling and knew that they weren't going to make it.
Yeah.
And then fast forward a couple decades and I'm in New York watching
Hmm.
people jump out of a building
Yeah.
falling to their death.
Yeah.
And that's a that's not a quick fall either.
No.
There's time to think about what you've done and ponder things.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just that whole thing was is it's just yeah, it's a lot for me.
Yeah.
Falling.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. That's not a good thing to do. Yeah, or have happen to you.
Yeah,
Um.
we've seen a lot of good stuff, but then we've seen a lot of shit.
Hmm.
But enough of
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, no, I remember watching that, and I was actually at home with the flu and saw the Soyuz Apollo mission where they met in the airlock and shook
Mhm.
hands, and it's like,
Mhm.
and where are we now? Uh, with the other stuff that's going on right now, but
It's mess.
it's a strange world. It's been crazy right now, but uh, at least,
Sometimes I wonder what the people in the station are looking down at us thinking,
yeah.
and they get along great,
Hmm.
you
Well,
know.
actually, some of the cosmonauts that are up there right now, they're actually wearing Ukrainian color
Yeah,
uniforms,
yeah.
and I saw that, and so maybe there's some hope there. But um, the gas prices are actually coming down in several states, our state
Cool.
included, because they've lifted the gas tax, and for us, I think our gas tax is about 30 some cents. I can't remember the exact figure, but we're like 11th on the scale of being the highest
Oof.
gas tax in the country.
Hmm.
So, yeah, that helps us a lot. We're now back underneath $4. So,
Wow.
That helps us out. Um,
Crazy.
I know. Of course, I was in elementary school when the oil crisis hit in the about mid '70s.
I remember having the odd even days.
Yeah.
You could, it depended on the last digit on your
Mhm.
license plate when you could fill up,
Mhm.
and the lines. The
And
lines. Oh.
that's also the time where we changed to daylight savings time for
Hmm.
about the whole year, and that did mess up, and they actually had to stop it because it
But
started messing up people in the wintertime because you know are going to I mean you're getting up and it's dark to go
yeah.
to school. And you know, if they did standard time, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Mm,
But I know what's going to happen in the wintertime. People are not going to like that because it's still not going to be enough time, you know, during the evening to really do
yeah.
much.
I remember those fucking lines. Like, we gotta
Hmm.
fill. The worst thing I could hear my mom say was, "Oh, gotta get gas." No, no, oh no,
Oh yeah. Oh
because
yeah.
you're gonna sit there for an hour and a half, and like,
Hmm.
what are you doing while you're sitting there? Using gas.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
And
I look
traffic.
at it now
For some
and it's
reason,
sort of
traffic
like,
jams were a lot. Well, because of the lines, I guess. But
yeah.
yeah, it was. God, I hope we don't go back to that. Woof.
I don't think we will. It'll be. I
But
think
then
we'll.
again, maybe it was because we had full service gas stations too. When was the last time you had your gas pumped for you?
Oh my God, that was when I was a child. Um,
Like, dude, I know people who've never had that.
mhm. I mean, we had some stations around here that they would come out and do the full service. We actually have one station that will still do that around
Really?
here. It's family owned, and they have actually the guy who's running it now went to school with my sister, um, my older sister, and that's what they did. They come out, they pump the gas for you. They'll if your windshield's dirty, they'll wash it down, and
Wow.
so yeah,
That's
but that's the only one
throwback.
around here. Yeah, that's throwback.
Before I
Um,
left, well, when I left, there was still the gas station around the corner from where I lived that we used to get all our gas at, and they were just, you know, a mom and pop place, and they came out and would do it. But yeah, I haven't seen a place in a decade that does it.
hmm
Like, damn.
Now I'm getting some comments here. Juggernaut Jerry Reed says, "Sorry, but your voice sounds too familiar to me." Well, Juggernaut, I do live in North Carolina. I live east of Fayetteville, across the I-95 interchange. If you've been around this area, you might have heard me in some things. And Simon Michener wants me to debunk the young Earth creationists. Oh God, you don't want me to do that, because I'm going to tear into them. Because I'll just say y'all stupid.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. And Connie H has got it right. Arian Rod is the name of a Welsh goddess. You're exactly right. That's the reason I picked it because it was. And Pat's Cats is saying there's nothing racist about the name Arian Rod. You're absolutely
Yeah,
right. I
that is so weird that when you first joined the server, I think
Yeah.
a couple of people thought that you were an Aryan Nation. I'm
No.
like,
Oh
no,
God, no.
totally different.
No, that's
That's
totally different. We avoid that like the plague
silly.
around here because I am not definitely that.
Yeah,
I
no.
am that is not me. I did grow up around that. Uh, it's very hard to get out of that, but you
Oh yeah.
can. It's just you know
Well, I think it's
when
because
you
of the
grow
word
up.
Aryan right in the front there.
Yeah, I know, and
That's
it's
why.
like and Aryan Nation is actually spelled differently. It's got a
Yeah,
Y
there's a
instead of an
Y there,
I.
guys.
Yeah, there's a Y there.
Yeah.
Totally different. Not even in the same country. and
Mm-mm.
and
Hey, Renee. Okay,
okay,
but yeah,
but yeah, it's
being from the South, I'm sure you get it.
oh yeah, but yeah, yeah. The I live in the South. Came back. I have lived in Georgia. Uh, we moved to Ohio because my husband's job moved up there. We spent 6 years. I think it was 2 years in the Cincinnati area and then 4 years up toward Cleveland. And I said, I'm too far north. My my blood is not thick enough for the cold weather,
Mm,
and got back to North Carolina. And then my husband followed me, and he travels, so it didn't matter his condition. The conditions were as long as you can get to an airport, we don't care where
yeah,
you live.
I yeah, the, I've been to Florida, but that's the only southern place I've ever been.
Mm,
Um, I'm a cold weather person normally. I just don't enjoy it like the snow anymore because I'm older and I break easier.
mm-hmm,
But like I don't like heat or humidity. I never have.
mm.
I was never that person.
Yeah, growing up with the heat and humidity was, you know,
Oh God,
I
sucks.
learned, I just learned, when I got to Ohio, I'm like, oh, I don't have the humidity up here like I did, but I got back used to it when I got back down here in
Oh yeah.
'97. No, I got down here in '96. I have to remember. Uh,
Don't get me wrong. The East Coast, where I lived, we had humidity. It's just
yeah.
I didn't like. I'm not a summertime person. I don't go in the sun. I'm very pale.
Hmm.
I don't tan at all.
Oh, I burn, so I hardly go out
Yeah.
without more covering. Um, yeah, I rarely go to the beach anymore. I'm more of a mountains person,
Ugh. I'm
and
sorry.
I
I
know
hate
you're.
the mountains. I hate the mountains.
Yeah, it.
Damn
Well,
Rockies.
well, I like the Appalachians. They're an older mountain range, so they're not as jagged. It's nice country up there. I usually go to Asheville. Used to go once a year because there was a pottery place up there I could get my clay from and didn't have to use the shipment
Mm.
and pay exorbitant amount of money for a 50-pound box. I could put it in the back of the car a lot easier.
I just, oh, I miss beaches, and where there's mountains, there's no beach. I miss the water. I'm landlocked like a motherfucker here. I
Oh
hate
yeah,
it.
yeah. The ocean is fun because because of the Atlantic, and actually going down there and seeing some of the aquariums that are across the beach areas of North Carolina. They're interesting to go to. Actually, one of them has pulled in a submarine that had sunk off the coastline, and they put it in one of the exhibits, and divers will go in, help clean the tank and give food to the fish, and it's interesting to see, just how it looked. Um, North Carolina is an interesting place. On the East Coast, we have one of the oldest towns. It is called Bath.
Mm.
They have a interesting cemetery. We actually have a British officer buried there, and it's a very small grave because he wanted to be buried upright. He said, I will be standing in my grave. I will not lay down in soil that is not British territory.
That's sad.
And then we also have they have very decorative graves from back in the
Oh yeah.
early late 16 early 1700s, and there's one that looks like a barrel off of a ship, and it had coral and seashells on it, and it was a young child was buried in that. She was on a ship coming from England, and she died aboard ship, and the father was devastated, and so they preserved her in a wine casket so
Mm.
that she could, when they got to
Yeah,
Carolinas,
they could.
they could take her and bury her that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Very interesting there.
I used to do rubbings in the cemeteries in Salem and stuff.
Mhm.
They were interesting. But yeah, I know that mountains have lakes in between, but I'm not. A lake to me is just a
Mhm.
very large puddle. I don't go like it's standing water, and I don't want to be in that. So
Well, it depends too. I mean, we have a lake here that um, the tales have been told that it was actually a meteor right crater, and it
a lot of lakes
millions of
are,
years ago,
yeah,
and it filled in with water, and it's fairly clean water, and it's yeah, it's a nice beach
still standing.
area.
There's nothing
Well, it's
for
still
it to go, nowhere for it to go. There's no. Mm. I don't care how big the lake is. No. And what's the most famous lake? Crystal Lake. And
Mhm.
what's in that one? No, I don't go in lakes. Things are in there. There's one thing you use a lake for, and that's to dump things in, not garbage bodies.
Mhm.
So I don't want to be, cause like my dad was we got ice skating once, right? A very small lake where we lived, and he was they were you know, him and his friends were, you know, blah blah blah,
Mhm.
and he tripped over something. So there, and he, you know, it was like because it wasn't a very deep one either, like
Mhm.
you'd have sticks and stuff coming through the ice, you know,
Mhm. Mhm.
and debris. And so he went back to kick it out, and he realized it's a hand.
Oh.
So yeah, no, I'm not a lake person. No. Right, Pat's cats. Lakes are puddles. Big puddles.
Let's see. Well, Mia Mina says that Lake Pontchartrain in Louisiana empties into the Gulf.
That's fine.
Lakes.
Don't care.
Don't care, huh? Well, you gotta remember, New Orleans is actually below sea level.
Mhm. That's good.
And then Pat Cat says she grew up with the Pacific Ocean. Lakes have fresh water. Yes, they do. They don't have riptides.
I miss my beaches. Um, and I was lucky to live in the Sound where so I didn't have to worry about jellyfish either. Like I had the best of all worlds. My ocean had no jellyfish or sharks.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, it also did not have very good waves, but um I was in a protected area because of Long Island. So I miss that. You know.
Oh, here's the another thing. Nicole is reminding me. I remember this in Hope Mills, which is close to Fayetteville. They had a public lake called Hope Mills Lake, and uh, they had an alligator show up in it. And
Mm,
then during a storm, it was a natural dam that was made of dirt, not a concrete dam,
like a
and it
levee. Yeah.
yeah, and it washed out, and they finally saw that the alligator finally found its way out of the Hope Mills Lake through the hole,
Mm.
and then came back when they first built the first dam that was not constructed properly. It got a hold, and the alligator got out again. He came back and got out. And I think they finally caught the alligator and took him further south.
You know where alligators are not? The ocean. No alligators there.
Well, mm, On the Outer Banks, we've actually had them on the Outer Banks. They'll come out of the Sound and they start walking across Highway 12, which is always funny because people think, oh, there's no alligators around here. Well, yes, they are. They're there. You may want to run into the ocean, but they're still there waiting for you.
Clifford swam out. Where'd you swim to? Rattlesnake Island? See, these are places that sound just terrible. But
Yes, there
yeah,
are no alligators in Michigan lakes, but actually they actually are considered seas, even though they're lakes. They because they actually have tidal effects. They will have a high tide and a low tide, so they're considered inland seas.
see, I'm with Connie. The only water I want to be in is my shower bathtub or a swimming pool. See, I don't mind. Like I will just run right into the ocean. Because I grew up there. But
Hmm.
a lot of my friends who don't like that either, like things being under the water, because it's very dark.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
where I grew up, the water is not see through. It's dark. I don't even know what color, greenish black.
Hmm.
Like, because we have a lot of uh, boats and industrial shit, so it's not like in Bermuda and shit like that.
Right. Yeah, I know it's not the crystal clear
Oh,
ocean water.
nah.
Now the Gulf is very clear blue. I went down there when I was probably about middle school. My father was actually at Eglin Air Force Base down there back in the 50s, and in Florida is where he met my mom. So we would go down there, and we went to the beach. It was very blinding white sand, and I went and thought I saw a very pretty shell on the sand, and I went to pick it up. It was very squishy, and found out it was a jellyfish.
Oh yeah, jellyfish are nasty.
So it was like, oh, don't want to go there. So I
I've
ran
been
away from it.
surrounded by them. Like I've had them tangled in my legs, and it's not
Mm,
fun. Where was what? Pat's Cats. Where did I grow up? East
mm-hmm.
Coast, New York, Connecticut, Long Island Sound. Um, but depending on where you are, like Greenwich, Connecticut, had beaches that were open to the open ocean. I don't know, like I've been like New York beaches are open to the open ocean, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So lot like oh god, um, Playland where they filmed Big, the amusement park
Okay.
that
Mm-hmm.
has a beach there, and it is known for the freaking jellyfish. Oh, they're horrible. You can't move in the water even. You can't swim because they tangle you up. So yeah, that's how bad it is.
Mm-hmm.
It can be at least.
Well, on our side of the Atlantic, we just have sharks, little baby sharks come up, little small sharks, and people will go out on the piers, and when they're fishing out on the pier, they'll bring up a shark.
Maybe they eat the jellyfish. That'd be cool. You know? Maybe they could eat the jellyfish for us. Wouldn't mind that. I really like. I don't know. Have you ever been tangled up in jellyfish?
No,
Yeah.
I
There's no way of getting away around
no,
or off of them because, or them off of you because they stick to you
yeah,
and you get oh it's just and when there's a bunch of them especially when you're young you panic and you don't know
oh
what to
yeah,
do yeah so it's not fun it's
no,
not fun yeah I don't like jellyfish I don't, some people like jellyfish I don't like them I will
oh,
not eat one and I will not
mm-hmm.
have one
Oh, it's nice to see them in the aquariums, especially
nope
on the sound side because they'll put a almost like a fluorescent blue in the background, and when they come by the window, it's a really good. You can make a really good photograph out of that, and it really brings out their structure. They're nice to look at that way.
I don't think so. But then again, I just don't like them. If I don't like something, I don't like it. Mm-mm, don't
Hmm.
like it.
Yeah, and Mia's talking about the Great Visible Swamp. Yes, that is a very interesting place. That is actually part of it goes up into Virginia, not far from where around Norfolk and stuff. You get to see it in two states. And I know the bears are around there, but I don't have to worry. I don't, that's not too exciting for me because I have bears out where I live. So we just keep an eye on them.
What sea lock is a thing? What's sea lock?
Well, the locks are, the
No,
locks
I
in
get
Scotland.
that, but
Okay.
I don't know what he's talking about in particular. Lock. You
Hmm.
friggin' Scots. Scots. The Scots have locks. The Scots
Yep.
have locks. This is good.
Yeah,
Saltwater
Clifford.
locks. Okay.
Yeah,
I
Clifford.
was wondering what you're talking about. Oh, sorry, guys.
Yeah, yeah. Clifford is talking about black bears aren't that aggressive, anyways. They are when it's a cub you see, and mama bear is not far away. They get aggressive at that point.
I can imagine. Well, I mean, and they have every right. But they're so cute. They're so damn cute.
Oh yeah, they're cute, but if they're running
Oh,
across the road, yeah, they're fun to watch. But then mama bear is somewhere else, and mama bear can take out your car if you hit them. So
no, I meant the mamas too. They're cute too. Bears are cute.
mm, yeah, but
They're like
not
dope,
up
dope,
close.
dope, dope.
Yeah, not up close when when you don't have anything between you and them.
Well, I mean, I will always root for the bear. I'm sorry, I will,
Hmm.
because we're encroaching on their areas, not the other way
That's true.
around. You know?
Yeah, and that's really why we're seeing more of them. Is
Yeah,
more people are around here. They're cutting down the trees and they're making fields out of them, and so there's really nowhere for
yeah.
the animals to go except for your yard and uh,
And then
what
people,
little. Yeah.
I believe that if you're gonna live in an area where like your yard borders an area where there's lots of bears and stuff, you should know how to take care of your garbage correctly
Mhm.
and keep your yard up correctly so that you don't attract them. And then if they do come in, well, just you have to deal with it because you encroached on their areas,
Mhm.
not the other way around. And but that's what the human race does. So but I will always, not just the bears. I will root for the animals in anything. Um,
And Abby is a mama tiger.
hmm.
In the chat, she says, "I'm a mama tiger."
Oh yeah, but dub bears, right, Hezekiah? Uh,
And Thea Tama is been a member for 5 months, and she says, "Love you, AMG."
I love you, Thea. But grizzlies are no freaking joke. Yeah, well, no,
Yeah.
of course
And Mia,
not.
Mia is asking about do they still have the bear sanctuary around Grandfather Mountain? I do believe they still have that because bears are black bears. They have a very limited hunting season for that, but uh, they do have the sanctuary because they at one time I think they were listed as threatened, um, and they also have reintroduced wolves back into the wild um, because they were almost extinct in the state, and they are good for keeping down certain populations of animals.
Yeah, if we didn't fuck around with
Oh
the
yeah,
animals, they could take care of themselves.
yeah. That's one of the things that I remember the big ecology kick, and Earth Day was started in the '70s, and it's something that we need to redress because um, we have done a lot of mass extinctions during our time,
Yeah.
and we need to keep up with you know if we keep going the way we are, we're setting ourselves up for a lot of trouble and the possibility of our extinction.
Yeah.
But
But
you know,
it's the hubris of the human race,
hmm
and to hunt to extinction and stuff. If unfortunately, no matter what we do, as far as like you gotta get a license, blah blah blah, blah, there's always bad people who are gonna do it illegally, and there's poaching and shit like that, and the people who do that are never gonna follow the rules. They don't see the bigger picture. They don't care about the bigger picture. If their um, income, if the way they make money dries up, they will move on to something else. They don't care about what damage it does to the planet.
hmm
It's like people who pollute, you know. But it's up to the rest of us, I suppose,
hmm
But there's so many damn causes. There really are. Do
yeah,
you
we
remember
have
when
a
TNT
yeah,
started seeing the empty street?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that.
hmm and yeah, we really need to think about that because yeah, look at what is happening with the Amazon rainforest, and people have to remember trees and plants give us something that we need desperately.
Yeah,
Oxygen for one thing. Uh,
it's like, but the logging industry acts as if, who cares? The way they were deforesting, it was insane, and still in certain areas they do it.
hmm
Yeah, it don't. It's so exhausting to think about how many different ways we're fucking up.
But
And have we
you know,
gotten too far to even turn it around?
I think there's still hope, but it does it
I
you
don't
know
know.
from looking at the scientists, the ones that actually you know duty checking and not just come up with crazy ideas. The flat Earth creationist. That's about all I'll say for them. We're we're teetering, but I
Yeah,
think we.
but I don't agree. I think there is no hope because like the scientists might say we could save it if, but there's that if people did right and people don't do right. See?
I understand, but yeah, I would like to. I've always been told that I you know give think about hope for people that sometimes I can get too hopeful, but I would hope that you know we could get some people who have sense, and I think things are going to build up to where something's going to happen, unfortunately.
There
And
is for those who like to color, by the way,
hmm
um Chris Nunez, he's a tattoo artist and one of the judges on Ink Master. He has an
hmm,
app called Color Collab, and it helps Amazon rainforests.
okay,
So check it out. It's on all the app stores if you like to color
hmm,
on your little devices. I just happened to read about that the other day because
okay,
he's down there, over there, out there. I don't know. He's in the Amazon all the time.
hmm,
He practically lives over there, and he's really involved with different tribes of the Amazon because as we deforest, as we cut down these trees, we're also cutting down. We're not just killing where animals live. There's people over there too, and
hmm,
we're pushing them out, and they have nowhere to live. These tribes that have been there since the beginning of motherfucking time, you know. But here comes big industry and says fuck you because you don't have guns, we do, that kind of thing. like we do with every indigenous species.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he's over there trying to help them as well.
You know, and Connie H is saying that she agrees with you. She doesn't see much hope for us as a species. And before he died, I do remember Dr. Stephen Hawking predicted the collapse of the human species in roughly 100 years.
He was a smart man. I'm not hoping it's true, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Look at the way we do. I used to be hopeful. I used to be so hopeful. Now I'm just like, and I think it has to do with, well, yeah, I'm different since I started YouTube because I didn't
Mhm.
know a lot of the type of people that I've seen, things that I've seen people do, the way I've seen people act,
Mhm.
never had crossed my mind before this. I never thought I'm seeing a side of humans I never knew about, and unfortunately, it's not shocking to me anymore.
Mhm.
And that's sad to me. I don't like it. I don't like that it keeps getting worse. That people, larger groups of people, seem to enjoy acting badly. Um, so, yeah, it's
Mhm.
maybe time for us to go.
And Trans Girl makes a note about Easter Island, and yes, that is uh,
Mm hmm.
a result of deforestation.
Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible. You know.
Well, we've gone down real quick on.
Well, I don't know.
I know it's something we need to think about. And you know,
Thanos was right. No, I'm kidding.
so no, I don't want 50% of everything gone. It's like, because I'll be one of the ones that go.
With my luck.
But yeah, Connie H, I do believe you're right that I don't believe that the Earth was intended to support 8+ billion people.
And that it's so odd to me. That the poorest nations are where we have the biggest population booms, like in Africa, and
Hmm.
and where there's no food,
Yeah.
Ethiopia, because of a couple different reasons. When nobody's working and it you have nothing to do and you're an adult, things happen, right? A man and
Yeah.
a woman, things happen.
Hmm.
Um, and then also because of the mortality rate, you're going to have they have more children, hoping that a couple of them survive to adulthood to take care of them.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's crazy. And then the third thing is, and also a reason why AIDS is so rampant, they have no birth control
Hmm.
and they're ignorant about it. So you add all those up and population boom.
Hmm.
It's,
And Rodent Anger says, "Don't get me started about the phone company," which Trans Girl said. What's wrong with the phone company? I work for one. Uh, yeah, phone companies can be interesting people. I'll just leave it at that. I worked in IT long enough to know that is a very interesting game to play. Trying to get service to areas and yeah that they're already in, but you know we still have we still have problems with people not having internet access even in within cities themselves.
hmm, it's a cousin cat. I hope
Mhm.
during the pandemic on two fronts, people started caring about each other, looked out for each other, and larger tally rebalance population. A lot of people think it's a great reset, right? I don't know. Um, hearing that almost sounds as if it was planned. I don't like that whole conspiracy theory. Um, I, who knows, right? Who knows? But yeah, a lot of scientists are. Well, our lifespans have expanded, like
Mhm.
amazingly, and that's another reason we're in trouble
Mhm.
because we have that many more people, and nobody's going anywhere because we're all living longer, or most people are. Nobody I
Mhm.
know is.
Yeah, yeah, transfer. I understand. Yeah, the U.S. has got definite um some issues with internet access, and
Okay, we're having two different conversations here.
yeah,
We gotta go to
I know
one.
we're going to one. Okay, I'm just reading
Um,
the chats.
that's fine. That's fine. It,
And yeah, we've had a lot of medical advancements. People in the first world nations and such are living much longer, so population numbers are staying up. And I did like up and out. I did my part. I didn't have any kids.
Me neither. Me neither. And a lot of more people are doing that now.
Mhm.
Let's hope a lot more people go to adoption. Due to the pandemic, the life expectancy has dropped. Well, yeah, because I mean, it's disgusting the way people are handling this pandemic. If it had been a like, cause think about it, this is not even the most serious type of thing that could have hit us, and this is how we handled it. Can you imagine if a virus that was really, really devious had hit us? It could have been an extinction event. We could have
Mhm.
been over because, people can't get out of their own way. It's all about ego with so many of them and their own. Well, this is America. Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to be uncomfortable anymore. Nobody wants to, they think about their rights and not their responsibilities. Yeah, let the apes rule the earth for a while. Go ahead. Planet of the Apes. I'm ready for it. I just, I look at what videos we see all the time, guys.
Oh, I know.
The Karens have taken over.
Yeah.
That's all sausage are. But anyways, I did not intend to speak on any of this stuff tonight. I had talked about high school TV shows, but I guess we'll do that next week because we've been going for about an hour and a half, and I'm just not feeling it tonight.
Yeah.
I'm really not feeling
I understand. Yeah. Or for me, high school shows and stuff was not really something I was interested in. I have seen The Breakfast Club. I have seen 16 Candles.
well. Those are movies, not shows.
Yeah, I know, but I saw those movies. I have not watched Glee. Did not watch Saved by the Bell. Um, I didn't even watch 90210.
My mom loved that show, but I don't want to get into that now because
Yeah.
don't get me started.
Okay.
I just want to crawl in a bed. I'm just not feeling good tonight,
I
guys.
know. We need to get you. You need to get well. Did they have you do anything like do a wrap around your ribs? I know some doctors will do that.
No, they don't do that here.
Mm,
They don't do shit here. They just look at you and say, "Well, you got broken ribs, and we're not going to give you anything for pain. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. What are you going to do? Like, really? What good are you? You told me I had the broken ribs. Well, I knew that. Did not need your input. Knew they were broken. I don't like doctors. I don't. I don't trust them, and I don't like them. And every time I have to deal with them, I like them even less. I am just such a bitch today. But yeah, so they didn't do anything. I have what do you call it? Like a brace for my back, and I have a brace for my stomach because
Mhm.
an injury I had. Um, so I tried that, and at first it was okay, but then when I re-broke them,
Mhm.
I think one of them snapped in a different and new and
Ooh.
fun way. So, um, it moves a little bit differently. So yeah, it hurts to put the brace on even more. So, um, I just I I, I, I just want to sleep. I'm so tired. I can't wait to be able to sleep again. But you can't get comfortable enough,
Mhm.
you know? And without sleeping, I can't get over the, whatever COVID thing I have.
Mhm.
It's a catch 22.
Hmm.
I want my mommy. Make me toast and tea and soup and put a cold compress on my head. Don't you miss your mom taking care of you like that? No matter how old you get, you're always going to
Yeah.
want your mom.
Yeah, I know. It's sometimes I feel that way, and uh, I know my sister and I went out and changed flowers at her gravesite today.
Mm,
Um, put spring flowers out there for her.
yeah, I can't do that with my parents.
Yeah.
They're all the way back east. I haven't been to their grave, not even once. It breaks my heart. I left too soon after they died, and
Mhm.
yeah. Have I had bone deaths? It's funny you
Yeah.
should ask that, Gina. My mom had osteoporosis, and I should probably get that
Mhm.
checked out. But that's more time around doctors. But no, I mean, don't get me wrong. Doctors have saved my life many times. I just don't like them as people. Don't trust them because I've had to deal with them way too much.
Uh,
I just I've been in the hospital too many times. Just you have no clue. I've been like before I was 16. I had been in the hospital more times than I had not. It's crazy. So someday I'll tell you the story.
mhm.
Anyways, thank you for joining me tonight.
Oh yeah, no
Sorry it was such a
problem.
crappy night.
No, it's okay. There's times that we have to talk about different items,
mm,
uh, and I was just going back up. I saw Abby Pone was asking what was the huge package that came today. Well, it was another chair.
yeah.
That is a gaming chair that is a recliner and has a footrest built in.
And who's
And
it from?
we're not saying.
Ah.
Yes, I did not know that K-Reb was getting her one, and I went ahead and ordered it, and it was like, oh, well, I can't cancel the orders. She now has two chairs she can switch around.
Well, yeah. Like actually, I needed one for my art and desk and vanity. So, or just I have them both in the living room where my desk is because I need another chair anyway.
Hmm.
I have a couch and now I have two chairs.
And
And
now,
I'm the
and now with
luckiest
this
girl
one,
on earth.
and she could sleep in this one, and the arms will protect her from falling out.
Uh, if one more person tells me I need a seatbelt, I swear to God.
I told you needed bubble wrap. We just need to wrap you in bubble wrap every night.
You should see the bubble wrap that comes in these boxes with the
Oh,
chairs.
I'm sure.
I could make a fort out of it.
Oh,
Shoot.
Simon. Simon's saying, you need to sling a hammock between the two chairs. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Hmm.
I'm gonna make a blanket fort around the chairs and just stay in the chairs and around the chairs and just grab my little teddy bear and silly, 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 silly. Maybe I should
Yes.
just sit on the floor. This way I'm already there. Because that's where I always end up, on the floor. Because
Just
it's
put the
really.
mattress on the floor, the blankets,
The
yeah.
problem is I can't get back up. It's so hard.
Well, I understand. I have a knee that I have to do almost like a dance on the floor just to get to where I can get the knee up without it pain shooting down my leg.
I don't even understand why all of a sudden it's hard to get off the floor. What the fuck happened?
You got
I
older.
swear to God, I don't understand it. Because in my head, the in my mind, I should be able to pop back up, but I
Yeah,
can't.
well, yeah, I thought that way too, and then I figured out, oh, I've got arthritis in my knee now. Plus, it has no this bone on bone, so I gotta be careful getting up now. But I used to be able to pop right up off the floor too.
I know, or even falling didn't hurt as much. Now I fall like a
Yeah.
rock. I could fall gracefully back in the day. Now, oh my God, I'm gonna go through the ground. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a dead drop or something. I don't even know. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
All right, Simon, that's getting
What?
weird.
What? Now
He
what?
said it puts the mattress on the floor, it breaks its ribs again.
Oh, shut up. You
Uh,
know, I know, Ronan. One day your body just says,
yeah,
"Oh hell!" Like I tell people all the time, I can still drop it like it's hot. I just can't get right back up because I can't.
yeah, that's my issue too. It's
Body
like, oh,
transfer.
I need to start thinking like I'm 58. Well, almost 59 now. Uh, I I gotta say, oh, I can't do that anymore.
I refuse. I refuse. I got what? I got myself a recumbent bike. I'm gonna build my legs back up. I am not giving up on
Hmm.
being able to do these things.
Well, that's why I'm taking Pilates also to get the weight
Oh,
off, and I'm getting
nice.
and I'm getting the weight off. I've gone almost 20 pounds
Wonderful.
down. I still
Now,
got a long way to go.
Pilates, see, I like the idea of that, but I just, because of the metal in my ankle, I can't do it. There's no range of motion there.
Well, I
Um,
mean, a Pilates teacher will work with you on that. They can find other ways of making some adjustments to work those muscles
cool.
where you're not having to move that ankle. I mean, I've she's done my teacher has done a lot with me to minimize any impact on my knee.
Mm,
It's just switching how you do the exercises.
right, right.
And I don't use any of the Pilates machines. We do it all with body weight.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, some of those machines look pretty cool.
Yeah, they look pretty cool, but then it's like that was like some of my mom's machines that she had when I was growing up.
Yeah. Well, the what was that? The Total Gym.
Yeah,
I
the total
I I
gym.
love that thing. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's like an amusement park ride to me
Hmm.
because you're using your body weight, so you're riding the damn thing. It's fun to me. But like, and I could have gotten one like a whole one with
Hmm.
a leg extension and everything. The bike extension and everything
Right.
for like $40, and I totally missed out on it because I didn't think I have enough room for it. Damn, I could have made room for that kind of. Like, it was a total complete, like never hardly used because some old lady had gotten it, and
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, you know when you miss out on a really good deal, you want to slap yourself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've done that. Yeah.
Bowflex. Yeah, that looks like fun.
Oh
But
yeah, the
yeah, all the
Bowflex.
good ones are very expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
So
thing.
that's why I
Uh,
got a recumbent bike, and I just need to build up the strength of my legs again. That's all.
hmm hmm Well, like Mia Mina is saying, she's got the one that goes underneath the desk. That's that Cubely. because I used to have one, but I never got to use it at the desk at work, and I got too much stuff to do here at the house to free up that space. So
Oh, right, the just the pedals. I was
yeah,
gonna get that, but yeah, I don't know why I thought I needed the whole bike. It's silly,
it's-
but hey, it's
mhm.
in my room now, so I'm gonna use it.
And Abby, you can get yoga balls from Amazon, and they can take weight. There's some that because I use it because when I started, I was over 300 pounds. There are yoga balls that are
Mhm.
made for that
Oh yeah.
weight.
Oh yeah.
So uh, if you're under that, that one will definitely help you out.
You can I don't know if you want just the ball or you want the thing that keeps it steady so you can sit on it too.
Yeah, you can sit
I've
on it
seen
too,
that
but
those at Wayfair. They're on sale right now.
yeah. But I got mine on Amazon, and if you are wanting to do Pilates, do not get the yoga balls that have the weight in them. So it's got like sand, so it tries to keep it steady at the
Mm.
bottom. That's not good for Pilates. Um,
You know what I have, and it's so fucking much fun. I have one of those weighted hula hoops.
mhm.
Not the one, not like a regular hula hoop. The one that
Right.
stays put and the
Mhm.
thing goes around it. And I'm telling you guys, get it. It's so much fucking fun. It really is. You don't realize, like, if you're having fun, you're gonna do it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
And I got it free, really, because the research people wanted input on it, right? So they
Mhm.
sent me the money to my PayPal, and I bought it after I got the money, not before, so I knew it
Mhm.
wasn't a scam.
Mhm.
And you know, I bought it off of Amazon, and it comes in sections so that if it's too big, you can make it smaller,
Mhm.
and it stays on your waist because I can't hula hoop
Mhm.
for my life. I always drop them. Um, and it there's a weight that goes around you,
Mhm.
and guys, it's so fucking much fun. I love that thing. I like it. You feel it though.
Yeah.
You feel it, and you feel a lot in your legs. So I can't do it as much as I want to now because
Mhm.
you gotta stand up to do it. And but it's a great way to exercise. You got like if I'm I don't know about you, but if I'm not having fun, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. And I have fun with Pilates because it's not intensive. It almost reminds me of Jack LaLanne.
Oh my god.
Now that's pulling them from the history.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
Tai Chi myself.
Mm,
It's very it's low impact but very you feel it. But it's very meditative as well. It's Tai Chi Chuan.
yeah.
And it's easy to learn too, guys. Just break it down. Do the first movement for for a week, and then do the second,
Hmm.
and you add on, and then you're at the end of the thing, and you know the whole thing, and you can just take it from there. And I'm telling you, it's that's another way of doing it. I just want to get healthy.
Hmm.
I'm not worried about being a certain weight or anything. I just want to be healthy again. I love corsets. What are you talking about corsets? Corsets are fun.
I know. I was like, yeah, of course. Oh my God.
You must be a guy, because corsets are great,
I love that.
and so are makeup.
Uh, mm.
Two of my favorite things. Go away. Just kidding. No, go away.
Yeah.
But,
Transfer like my husband went over to the Netherlands. I wasn't able to go with him because I was working at the time, and he was showing me pictures of the multi-level bike parking decks. I thought that was
oh yeah,
hilarious.
those are great.
Yeah, I think it's great. I wish we could do more bicycling around here some of the cities have bike lanes and items, but in where I live in rural areas, um, I used to ride bikes, but we now have so many farmers who are, uh, well, they farm like thousands of acres,
Mm-hmm.
and so their tractors are very large, and
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
or then they got trucks that are just shooting down the road and doing 70 on a street that, well, on a road that you shouldn't
Oh
be doing
yeah.
70 miles on,
Mm-hmm.
and the fire ants that take up the shoulder, no, it's not a good place to ride bikes anymore.
No. But like the way they do in the Netherlands is so cool. There's some towns who that's all they have is bikes. They don't have any.
Yeah.
Their streets are these so cute. They're like dollhouse streets. I swear to God. And but yeah, cause like Radical and I go on like Google
Hmm.
Maps and it gives me like um tours of his towns. I miss Radical. I haven't seen him in a couple of days. I gotta call him.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're doing the Brainy Beaver outro. Jesus. All right.
Yep.
We're gonna go. Um, I'll be tomorrow. I'll probably check in with you guys tomorrow for a little while. You know, trying to get myself back up into the habit, back in the saddle, you might say. I've never been in a saddle in my life. I don't know why I just said that. So anyhow, thanks for joining me, Arian Rod. It was
Yes, no
nice to talk
problem.
to you.
It's nice to talk with y'all.
And say goodnight to everybody. Good. Say goodnight.
Oh, good night, everybody. We'll see you next time at some point.
Yeah. Bye.